The flashing lights cut through the afternoon traffic like a memory she tried to forget. Officer Emily Carter took a breath as she stepped onto the shoulder of the highway, unaware that the next few minutes would change her life all over again. She had stopped hundreds of drivers before. This one felt no different. Until it was. As the window rolled down, time seemed to slow. One look at the men behind the wheel, and Emily's heart skipped. The face was older, lined by years, but the eyes were the same. The eyes she had seen 10 years ago, on the worst day of her life. Before the story begins, if you believe in real human kindness and stories that remind us we can be at our best, please take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. This is Kindness Diaries, where one small act can change a life forever. Emily became a police officer because of kindness. Not the kind written in textbooks, but the kind that shows up when everything is falling apart. 10 years earlier, she had been a college student driving home late after a double shift at a diner. It was raining hard, the kind of rain that blurs the road and makes every mile feel dangerous. She was tired, distracted, and thinking about how she'd pay next month's rent. That was when her car hydroplaned. The world spun. Metal screamed. Glass shattered. When the car finally stopped, it was twisted against the guardrail, smoke rising from the hood. Emily was trapped inside, her leg pinned, pain rushing through her body like fire. Her phone was gone. The road was empty. She remembers thinking, this is how it ends. Alone. Then headlights appeared through the rain. A pickup truck pulled over. A man jumped out without hesitation, soaked in seconds. He ran to her car, talking calmly, telling her to stay awake, telling her help was coming even though he had no idea if it was. He used his jacket to press against a cut on her forehead. He held her hand when she started to cry. He didn't know her name, her story, or her dreams. He just stayed. When the ambulance arrived, Emily was fading in and out. She remembers the man backing away, soaked and shaking, giving his statement to the police. She tried to thank him, but the words wouldn't come. By the time she woke up in the hospital, he was gone. No name. No way to find him. Recovery was long. Painful. Lonely. But every time Emily wanted to quit, she thought of that stranger in the rain. Someone who didn't have to stop, but did. Someone who chose kindness when no one was watching. That moment planted a seed. When she could walk again, when she could run again, she enrolled in the police academy. She promised herself she would be that person for someone else. Now, standing on the side of the highway, Emily looked at the older man in the driver's seat. He was nervous, tapping the steering wheel, clearly expecting a ticket. She noticed his worn hands, the faded jacket, the way he leaned slightly, as if his back hurt. "Sir," she said softly, "do you know why I stopped you?" He shook his head. "Was I speeding, officer?" She glanced at his license, and her breath caught. The name meant nothing to her. But the face unlocked a memory she carried every day. "Have you ever stopped to help someone in an accident?" she asked quietly. The man looked surprised. Then he nodded. "Years ago. I don't even remember when. I just did what anyone should do." Emily felt tears sting her eyes. She swallowed hard. 10 years ago. On Route 16. In the rain. She stepped closer, her voice shaking now. "I was the girl in that car. You held my hand until help came." The man stared at her, his mouth slightly open. Then his eyes filled. "You lived," he whispered. Emily nodded, smiling through tears. "Because of you." They stood there, two strangers bound by a moment neither had forgotten. Cars rushed past, unaware that something sacred was happening on the shoulder of the road. The man wiped his eyes. "I always wondered," he said. "I hoped you were okay. I went home soaked and late, and my wife asked why I didn't just keep driving. I told her. I don't know. It just felt wrong not to stop." Emily took a breath and handed back his license. "You were speeding," she said gently. "But today, I think we both know this stop isn't about that." She let him off with a warning. Before he left, Emily asked one last question. "Why did you really stop?" He smiled, small and honest. because once, a long time ago, someone helped me when I didn't deserve it. I guess I was just passing it on." As he drove away, Emily stood still, her heart full. She realized something powerful in that moment. Kindness doesn't end when the moment passes. It travels. It waits. It shows up again when you least expect it. That night, Emily went home and wrote a letter to herself. She wrote about the rain, the fear, the stranger, and the promise she made without even knowing it. She wrote about how one choice can ripple through years, through lives, through hearts. Every day she puts on her uniform now, she remembers that kindness isn't weak. It's brave. It's stopping when it's inconvenient. It's caring when you don't have to. It's seeing a person, not a problem. Somewhere out there, someone is waiting for a stranger to stop. To listen. To help. And you may never know what your kindness will grow into. But one day, it might come back to you, on the side of the road, with flashing lights, and a grateful heart. If this story touched you, let it remind you that even the smallest act of kindness can echo for a lifetime. Be the reason someone believes in good again. And until next time, this is Kindness Diaries, encouraging you to spread kindness wherever life takes you.